Good to see you made it, Ruben. A couple of weeks ago, you didn't make it.
Sorry. Keep bringing it up. How big was it having Jalen Carter back, and what did you think of his performance?
Yeah, I thought he played well. I really didn't know how he would play because he missed 3 games, I believe, and didn't practice until this past week. During that time, and I thought he played well. And I think he's off to a good start, and hopefully he'll build on that and play good, down the stretch here and into the playoffs.
With Jalen Phillips, I know he's playing well individually.
Who?
Is Jalen Phillips?
I thought you said Chandler Phillips. Okay.
Sorry. Is there a complementary effect with Jalix and Nolan because he's on the field? Does that help at all?
Anytime you add a good player to your team on the field, it's going to help everybody. If your pass rush takes an uptick, that helps everybody. If your run defense takes an uptick, that helps everybody. If your corners can cover, that helps everybody. So it's a domino effect. I don't think it helps just one position. It helps everybody.
As far as sacking Josh Allen 5 times, what did you change the philosophy at all, or the discipline that the rushers had to stay in their lanes?
Well, I mean, that's a big emphasis anytime you play a quarterback like that. But he's still really hard to get down. We missed him a few of the other times that we could have got him down. He's special in that regard, and he's made a lot of really good players miss in his 7 or 8 year career, however long he's been out here. But yeah, I mean, you make your guys conscious of it. We got to rush as a unit.
It had been a long time since Jihad got a chance to play that much. What did you think of him?
Yeah, I thought he did good. Obviously there's plays he'd like to have back and do over, but we don't get mulligans. But I do think it will help him moving forward. If he has to play again this week for Nakobe, and then if he has to be called upon in the playoff game.
You guys have the lightest boxes of any team in the NFL in terms of the way the NFL does the numbers.
Who measures that?
The NFL, the next gen stats, you guys are like 60%. It's like by far the lightest.
It's not PFF?
No, I don't follow them as much. But so how do you still stop the run when you have light boxes?
Well, we got good players that are up there still, and we expect our guys to react and come out of those deep looks and fill and help accordingly. But you still play your blocks up front and do good at that. Your D line and your linebacker set that tempo.
Do you know that this is something that you do consciously to not stack the box as much as or match personnel as much?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what philosophically why do you do that?
Well, you just don't want the quarterback to have a pre-snap read of what you might or might not be in.
Did you see the thing with Jalen and Spencer Brown? And Spencer basically said he thought he intentionally got.
I didn't see it. No.
Are you aware of it at all?
I mean, I heard rumblings of it, very little, but I have not seen any video of it.
Would it bother you that?
I'd have to see it before I comment.
What was your approach on the 2-point conversion attempt, and what did you see as it was evolving, as the play was going on?
Yeah, we had a little bit of pseudo pressure there, just to try and, get something going for him, and so he wouldn't extend the play too long. We had a good coverage going early. We lost leverage late, Jihad did, but other than that, I thought we played it well. And anytime, even for a great quarterback like him, rolling to your left, moving to your left, throwing back, it's a hard throw.
I know there's still much football left, but as far as entering Week 18, what has impressed you most about your defense this year, and where's the most growth gone this year?
Well, I think we've grown from week to week, which is what you want. Always, particularly if you have a bunch of young guys, which we still do. We're in the stage of guys can get better and better and better. Even our veteran type players, I mean, outside of BG, I would guess you would say, They're still in the growing stage, and they've done that, and that always makes you happy. We've kind of found our niche the way we like to play, which is something you're always looking for as a coach. And the guys have been fun to coach.
Does it remind you at all, back in training camp, you had said, this reminds you a little bit of last year where you had all these questions. Does it remind you at all of the way things developed a year ago?
A little bit, we just have a lot of new names this year instead of the guys that were here last year. But it does a little bit, certainly.
Do you have any the PI call on Quignon is a game to game, just kind of figuring out what is going to get called or not, or is there a teaching point in that one for him?
It's person to person. If this would have been 2019, maybe we would have challenged that. When that was the one year you could challenge PI.
Do you have any concrete rules when it comes to when players up front can use stumps?
Yeah.
You might not tell me too much, but how much, what dictates?
The front dictates it. Some of those stunts I call, some of them based upon what front I call, they have the freedom to run a stunt. Under the guidelines we give them.
Is it different preparing for a team that you just saw 2 weeks ago?
No. It's kind of amazing. You're right, just 2 weeks ago, but it's like every week seems like a new adventure in this league. And it seems normal, as unusual as it is.
You mentioned when you were talking about the run game and light boxes, about not wanting the quarterback to get a pre-snap look. Did that change at some point for you in your career? Because a lot of people talk about muddying the look for the quarterbacks post-snap, and they point to you a lot. Was there a point where that changed for you?
It's been a while. I mean, we've been doing it for a while. And yeah, it's been copied or imitated to some degree by some teams.
Vic, it seems like you guys have tackled really well this year. What's your observation?
Yeah, I think we have overall. You're always striving for perfection. We emphasize it. We take pride in it, and I think we have.
This is the 2019 rule. Did you like that? Did you want it back?
Oh God. I don't know. It only lasted 1 year. So, but who knows? I mean, everything's going to be on replay eventually.
Like you spoke about this group being fun to coach. You also spoke about the youth. I mean, there's only 2 guys who are not on rookie contracts in the starting lineup. Is there a benefit to that for you as a coach to have as many young players as you have?
If they're good players. I like a lot of good players. They make me look smart.
Vic Fangio was talking last week about maybe offenses, maybe gearing up to stop him more this year than last year. Have you noticed that? And how has his season gone relative to last year, would you say?
I think he's had a good year. And, I don't think offenses don't really gear up for ILBs for the most part. But I think he's had a good season.
When it comes to excelling at in-game adjustments, is that a skill set that you developed over time? Is there a coach that you go back to that helped you?
No, it's just experience and gut feelings and all that. It's just the in-game adjustments and what you feel. And you have a system. You know how teams might attack it, so it's not like the first time that you've been attacked that way. So you know what the next step is, or certain players giving you trouble, certain phase of the game is giving you trouble. You got to have stuff to go to.